So let's talk about the first lunar eclipse of 2025, a time to emotionally reset and step into the reality you truly desire. Hello, beautiful people. Life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. Yes, this full moon total lunar eclipse in Virgo energy begins on Friday, March 14th. So in the first part of this video, I'm gonna go over the 3 things everyone should know about this full moon. Then I will go over how it will affect your individual sign. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. The total lunar eclipse in Virgo takes place on Friday, March 14th at 7:54 a.m. Universal Time, which is 11:54 p.m. on Thursday, March 13th Pacific Time, 2:54 a.m. on Friday, March 14th Eastern Standard Time. And for those of you that live in the Southern Hemisphere, this will be at 6:54 p.m. on the 14th in Sydney, Australia, and 9:54 a.m. on the 14th in Johannesburg, South Africa. So let's jump right into the 3 things you need to know in order to make the most of this energetic opening. Number 1, this lunar eclipse will bring the powerful energy of the number 4, the number 5, and the magical tarot energy of the Hermit card. For those of you that live where the eclipse takes place on the 14th, and for anyone that has been seeing the number 5 or variations of the number 5, this is a message to you to harness the power of the number 5, which in numerology signifies freedom, change, and curiosity, which translates to the universe telling you to step outside of your usual day-to-day routine. We all get stuck in continuous loops of experiencing the same day over and over, and that isn't what life is about. The number 5 is a reminder that each day of your life can be different. It's a reminder that exploration is how we change, that taking risks and facing our fears is how we grow. So if you live where this eclipse takes place on the 14th, or if you're seeing the number 5 consistently, make a deal with yourself to try something new. Or if there is something that you've been wanting to do, but you have been afraid to do it, now is the time to take that step and do it. And if you live where the eclipse takes place on the 13th, or if you're seeing the number 4 or variations of the number 4, this lunar eclipse is a time for you to harness the power of the number 4, which in numerology stands for stability, order, hard work, and discipline. So in the same way that the number 5 is bringing the message to take some risks, the number 4 is bringing the message that practicality and consistency may be the part of the equation that you might be missing. The thing is, the answer is always found in the balance, and recognizing which side of those 2 components need a little work. For example, I have one client who has no problem with hard work and consistency, but this person definitely has a problem when it comes to stepping outside of their comfort zone in terms of taking risks and being vulnerable by allowing their true creativity to shine. So they will find that magical balance to manifest what they desire by implementing more of that number 5 energy. Then I have another client where all they do is take risks and allow their ideas to be expressed. However, they lack consistency and practicality. So for them to find the magical balance, they will need to implement a bit more of that number 4 energy. So this lunar eclipse is a time for you to decide which one you need more of. And maybe you need both. But now is that time to ignite the balance of this energy within you so you can truly begin to tap into what you're capable of. And the Hermit card represents introspection, wisdom, and the power that can be found in silence. And this isn't a message to isolate yourself, but it is a message to be honest with yourself regarding the amount of unnecessary distractions you have in your life. How much time do you spend scrolling on your phone relative to the amount of time you spend focused on your goals and achieving those goals and taking action towards those goals? And when I say goals, your goals don't always have to be about profession or money or even love. When I say goals, I mean the things that bring you fulfillment. Not temporary dopamine fixes, lasting fulfillment, whatever that is for you. And if you aren't sure what that is, that's okay too. But in order to find out what that is, it's going to require you to do exactly what this Hermit card is urging you to do, which is take some time away from the mental noise of the world and the distractions around you. Focus on looking inward, hearing your inner voice, listening to the messages being given to you through your instincts. All of these things are more easily done when you are not distracted. So do yourself a favor during this eclipse energy and set some time aside to either meditate or journal, have a therapy session, whatever it is that you know allows you to focus on you, what you desire, and what it is that you can do moving forward to manifest the vision that you have for yourself into reality. Number 2, this lunar eclipse in Virgo will be forming a positive aspect with Mars in Cancer, a challenging aspect with Jupiter in Gemini, a challenging aspect with Saturn in Pisces, and a positive aspect with Uranus in Taurus. The moon's relationship with Mars, the planet of ambition, desire, and passion, will lend to you feeling more confident and ready to take control of the areas of your life where you can affect the most change. So Mars will be assisting you when it comes to taking that Virgo energy from the eclipse, which will identify what needs to change, and then Mars is going to give you the ambition and the confidence to take the steps that will facilitate that change, which is fantastic because nothing is worse than knowing what to do, but instead of doing it, just laying in your bed and once again scrolling through your phone, laughing at comments, or arguing with random people on the internet. And the moon's relationship with Jupiter, the planet of good luck, expansion, growth, and prosperity, can cause you to be careless or to take things too far. So in order to counterbalance this energy, make sure that you remind yourself that balance is key in all areas of life. So make your mantra for this eclipse: all that flourishes grows from balance. Extremes only uproot my peace. Or you can take it back to 1992 and your mantra can be, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And the eclipse's relationship with Saturn, the planet of responsibility and life lessons, will reveal to you how bringing awareness to your mood can have a major impact on how your life unfolds. Meaning, if you feel yourself in a mood of loneliness and your response to that mood is to isolate, then you amplify that feeling and then you create that reality. But if you say, I'm feeling lonely, so I'm gonna reach out and connect with people, you can transmute that energy into a feeling of connection and even a good time if you reach out to the right person. So keep that in mind during this eclipse. When you have a feeling, either good or bad, your first step is observing the feeling and saying to yourself, what is it that I would like to do about this emotion? If anything, sometimes you can just let a mood or a feeling pass, but bringing awareness to it, not attaching to it, not overanalyzing it, not creating a narrative around it, just being aware and observing it and see what comes next in terms of the inspired action to take. This will keep you in a position of understanding who you are and just how powerful you can be when you make your choices from a place of awareness as opposed to emotional reactivity. And the eclipse's relationship with Uranus, the planet of awakenings and change, increases the likelihood of unexpected good fortune and positive experiences coming your way. And this can mean anything from meeting someone unexpectedly that has romantic potential to getting good news about a financial situation or a health situation, just some all-around indication of good news coming your way, which we could all use right now. So this Uranus aspect is a very clear reason to remain optimistic about what this eclipse can bring your way. Number 3, this total lunar eclipse will be a blood moon, which represents a time to face your shadows and move into a new phase of personal evolution. Being in Virgo, this eclipse represents the significance of cause and effect, reminding you that true transformation often starts with the little things like reorganizing your schedule, clarifying your priorities, and streamlining your life in ways that nurture your mind, body, and soul. When you honor this energy, you're not just cleaning up your space, you're laying a solid foundation that can sustain and fuel the vision that the Pisces sun will assist you in creating when it comes to any larger goals or dreams you may have. Now let's find out what this total lunar eclipse in Virgo means for your individual sign. Okay, my powerful Aries, this eclipse energy is going to be in your 6th house. So for the days leading up to and for the 2 weeks following the eclipse, do not be surprised if you start focusing more on your daily routines, on your health habits, and your overall well-being. Rather than allowing stress or frustration to take over if you're not immediately seeing the results you want, use this time to assess whether your current lifestyle truly reflects the habits, mindset, and behaviors that lead to long-term fulfillment. In both your personal and professional life areas, you're extremely capable, able to see fast results once you commit to something, but you can get distracted or lose motivation if things don't move as quickly as you would like them to. So the best way to harness the eclipse energy is for you to look at how you are treating yourself on a daily basis. Where are you putting your focus? What activities do you engage in? What type of people do you engage in? Do your meal plans and your workouts and your time management strategies truly honor your mind and body? Are you creating healthy boundaries at work, in your friendships, or even with yourself so that way you don't burn out? And most importantly, do you make it a priority to rest and refuel? Remember, the universe reflects what's going on inside of you. So if you see yourself as someone that is truly worthy of proper care and balance, the opportunities to improve your routine and sense of well-being will flow more freely. This also applies to your ability to manifest what it is that you desire. If you're putting your energy into distractions like conflicts with a romantic relationship or with a friend or even a family member, this is energy that's taken away from achieving the goals that you've set for yourself. And it also changes your overall vibration and mindset. And I know that some things need to be tended to, especially issues in any type of relationship. But make sure if you are going to address an issue that you find resolution. If you're going to have a conversation about something that needs to be resolved, make sure by the end of that conversation that there is a solution to whatever the problem is. The sixth house can also affect your professional world. So if something comes to an end regarding work, don't let that stress you out. Know that much of the time, endings are the universe's way of helping you get on the right track. Also know that this eclipse can bring good news with work. If there is something that you've been working towards or waiting on regarding work, it is likely that you will get a yes or good news regarding this topic. Also, Aries, if you find you need to level up your self-care, maybe by reorganizing your schedule or seeking help where it's needed, this eclipse is the perfect time to do so. By shifting your perspective and prioritizing healthier habits, you're going to set yourself up for lasting success and fulfillment, especially as we prepare to step into your season and the beginning of the astrological year. So embrace this energetic opening and happy eclipse, Aries. Okay, my powerful Taurus, this eclipse energy is going to be in your fifth house. So don't be surprised, Taurus, if you feel an intense surge of creativity and emotion in the days leading up to the eclipse, during the eclipse, and for the 2 weeks following the eclipse. This energy is all about self-expression. It's about passion projects and even romance, areas where you might suddenly wonder if you're doing what truly makes you happy. You might catch yourself thinking, am I pursuing the right passion? Am I letting myself have fun and express who I really am? Am I in the right relationship? But here's the thing, Taurus. These questions can be very helpful if you answer them with a yes or no and then act accordingly. Yes will mean, okay, great, keep doing what you're doing and amp it up. If you answer no to those questions, the next step would be what adjustments need to be made. However, overanalyzing and then going to regret, or worst of all, any comparisons to what others are doing or how far along they may seem to be on their path, doing any of those things will be a surefire way to drain your own creative spark. It can drain your motivation and it can even be detrimental to your health, physically and mentally. So make a deal with yourself right now to not do those things. This fifth house energy is excellent for you, Taurus. It can bring amazing things your way, especially during Pisces season. All you have to do is your part by letting go of the past. Know that you have the lessons from everything that you have gone through, but also give yourself the permission to be optimistic and excited about what is possible right now in the present and in the near future. This lunar eclipse is here to remind you that your joy, who you are as an individual, and your unique voice are beyond compare. The moment you notice yourself slipping into self-doubt or frustration about not being where you think you should be, take a deep breath and say to yourself, I accept and appreciate who I am and where I am right now. Embrace the excitement of knowing that you can transform any area of your life that feels lackluster simply by choosing to invest your energy more intentionally. Let go of rigid timelines and trust that your vision for yourself is going to unfold exactly when it's meant to, as long as you stay committed to nurturing that spark within. The fifth house is also the house of romance, so if you've been wondering about a specific relationship, whether it's for you or whether it's going to go to the next level or whether or not this person's into you like you are into them, you are likely to get clarity in this area during this time. If you're in a relationship where things are going good and the two of you have been hoping for kids, it is likely with this fifth house full moon transit that you could conceive during this full moon, which is very exciting. This is a positive full moon for relationships because even if you've been having challenges in your relationship and the relationship comes to an end, this is a good thing because although breakups can be extremely difficult, in the end, they are the best thing if you're not with the right person. And it makes space then for you to meet the right person. The beauty of this eclipse in Virgo is that it offers a chance to refine and refocus your creative pursuits, Taurus. If you feel a calling to pick up an old hobby, dive deeper into a passion project, or even open your heart to new romantic possibilities, now is the time to do so. Commit to truly celebrating yourself, Taurus, your gifts, your talents, your desires, and watch how the universe reflects that joy back to you. This is your chance to hit the reset button on any limiting beliefs that say you are not good enough, or that you're not ready, or because of everything that you've been through, you have obstacles in your way. As you let go of those doubts and commit to honoring your creative side, you'll find that things begin to shift in your favor more quickly than you might have expected. And this is perfect timing right before the start of the astrological year when Aries season comes along. So embrace this energetic opening and happy full moon Taurus. Okay, my powerful Geminis, this eclipse energy is going to be in your 4th house. So don't be surprised if the days leading up to, during, and for the 2 weeks following the eclipse, if you feel a bit exhausted or like you just need a break. If this is the case, know that that is okay, and that in a way you are actually supposed to be feeling this way, because this is your soul's way of letting you know that you need a moment to recharge your physical, spiritual, and emotional battery. It is likely that an increased focus on your home life, your family dynamics, and your emotional foundations, this will rise to the top of your priority list, because home really is where you are meant to recharge, Gemini. This eclipse energy will feel as if it is shining a spotlight on your personal space and your innermost feelings, revealing where you might need to make some adjustments to truly feel at peace and secure. Although as a Gemini, you are known for your lively social energy, this eclipse could prompt you to spend more time nesting and reflecting, or simply enjoying solitude, which we all need at times, Gemini. Don't resist the urge to step back from the chaos of the world, especially now, because there seems to be more chaos than ever. Use this time to assess whether your living situation or your family ties are supporting your highest good. And if you find any tension or any disharmony, see this as an invitation to initiate healthy conversations or set healthier boundaries. And I know that that's easier said than done. A healing conversation can easily become a screaming match if not approached in the right way, and it does take 2 people. And I know that you can't be responsible for how someone else behaves or if they're even receptive to the conversation. However, it is important for you to take the steps that you can to get your living situation or any lingering issues with family members as in order as possible, so that way you don't take any unresolved energy into Aries season, which, as you know, is the start of the astrological year. Remember, Gemini, feeling safe and emotionally grounded in your personal life will provide you with the confidence and the clarity to thrive in all other areas of your life. Because this eclipse happens during the Pisces sun transit, deeper inner truths may surface, especially around issues of security and belonging. You might catch yourself wondering if you are where you should be in life, or you might catch yourself comparing your home environment to the environment that others have at home. The moment you notice these thoughts creeping in, pause and take a deep breath and remind yourself to honor your journey and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. And then move forward from there. Embrace any emotional waves as opportunities for growth, and don't be afraid to lean on loved ones or mentors if you need support. If you find that you need to move right now, great, this is the perfect time to do so. And if that's not financially possible, then you can still make adjustments to renew the energy in your home space, and also make some ground rules if you have roommates, or if you live with a family member, or your entire family, or if you live with your significant other. It is always good to have agreed upon rules about your living situation. That way it keeps everyone in the space where they feel at home and at peace. This is also a great time for journaling, for meditation, or seeking insight from a trusted advisor or a therapist. By turning inward, you can uncover old habits or beliefs that may be blocking you from experiencing the kind of emotional harmony that you desire, Gemini, and you absolutely deserve. Now let this eclipse energy guide you towards releasing anything that holds you back or is weighing you down, Gemini, whether that's clutter in your physical space, or unproductive thought patterns in your mind, or challenging relationships in your life that are constantly a source of conflict. As Aries season, the start of the astrological year, approaches, you will want to step into that chapter with a firm emotional foundation. Use this lunar eclipse to ground yourself, Gemini, by nurturing your sense of home, your sense of family, and of self-care. By doing that, you'll be poised to ride this next cosmic wave with confidence, peace, excitement, success, and abundance. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy eclipse in Gemini. Okay, my powerful Cancerians, this eclipse energy is going to be in your 3rd house. So get ready for a surge of insight around how you communicate, around the things that you are learning in life, Cancers, and the day-to-day interactions that you have with the people around you. Because this eclipse is happening during Pisces season, you can expect some deeper revelations about your belief systems and how you see the world around you. Whether it's a conversation that you've been putting off, or an overdue apology, either that you want to give someone or that you've been waiting to receive from someone, or a new skill that you've been wanting to develop, this eclipse could really spark the momentum that you need to make these important shifts and take those important actions. Now, the third house also governs siblings, neighbors, and your local community. So don't be surprised if clarity arises around your relationships in these areas. You may find yourself opening up about matters that you've previously kept quiet, or you might find yourself receiving information that sheds light on a lingering question. This also could mean if you have a lingering conflict with any one of those relationships that I mentioned, it could for sure amplify and reach its breaking point during this eclipse. The good news is if you approach the conflict from a solution-oriented perspective, as opposed to point proving or blaming, you could resolve the issue once and for all, which would be fantastic. Remember, we attract every circumstance into our lives for a reason rooted in growth, in expansion of self, and overall elevation. If you've been working on honing a particular craft, or you're thinking about taking a short course to expand your skills, this is absolutely an excellent time to move forward with that. Also, as a Cancerian, I know you can go from feeling super social and talkative to very introverted and not wanting to be bothered by anyone, which I completely understand with all the Cancer in my chart. However, it could be very beneficial to let your social side lead during this time, because when interacting with others, what starts as a casual chat or small talk could really end up being a pivotal moment in your personal journey. Because what starts as a casual chat or small talk could really end up being a pivotal moment in your personal path right now. Even if you're feeling more sensitive than usual, embrace the emotional waves as a sign that you're ready to refine how you communicate your needs. By acknowledging and releasing any old patterns of avoidance or icing someone out, by being like, okay, well fine, I'm just done with them. You will, by not doing that any longer, you'll be freeing yourself up to move with more confidence and clarity. Also, if you get invitations to local events or short trips, consider saying yes. You never know who you might meet or what you might learn that will play a key role in fulfilling your goals. So overall, Cancers, this eclipse is a golden opportunity to refresh your mindset, sharpen your communication style, and gain a deeper understanding of your immediate environment. And when I say immediate environment, I also just mean the team of people that you are taking along with you on the path of fulfilling your goals. So it doesn't mean that they have to live right next door or even close by. I just mean the people that you interact with and you want as a part of your life and as a part of your team as you move forward. So that way, as you step into Aries season and the start of the astrological year, you will do so confident and in the flow, setting the tone for your best year yet. So embrace this energetic opening and happy eclipse, Cancers. Okay, my powerful Leos, this eclipse energy is going to be in your second house. So if you've been looking to boost your income and refine your financial plan for 2025 or improve your relationship with abundance, this is where you are going to find a strong wave of cosmic support. Now, because this is happening during Pisces season, you can expect some deep reflection and emotional processing. Don't be surprised if you experience sudden insights about your financial habits or any hidden beliefs around self-worth that really affect your ability to manifest abundance. Remember, what takes place in your reality is a reflection of what is going on inside of you. It is a reflection of your beliefs. And even if you believe something is possible, believing that you are worthy of it and that it is probable has a lot to do with whether or not it is taking place and manifesting in your life. Also understand that if you have all of the belief in the world that you are worthy and all of the belief in the world that something is probable, but your words and your actions focus on why something won't happen or what's against you, then you are counteracting your manifesting energy. And you're doing so with negative energy that dismantles the universe's ability to bring to you what it is you envision for yourself. Remember, the universe can only do for you what it can do through you, and it has to go through your energy. So if your words are representing the antithesis of what it is that you want, which is, of course, this is going to happen for me. I feel it, it's probable, and it's definitely going to take place. I may not know when, but it's going to take place. If that's the energy that you want to have to manifest something, but then you're saying things like, well, the only reason why I can't do this is because of this person, or because the business is this way. It's like that energy is undermining your manifesting process. So and I know frustrating things come up and you can't control everything around you or the people around you, but you want to focus your energy on what it is that you want to take place and all the ways that you can make that happen, even when something challenging arises. For some Leos, depending on the rest of your chart, this eclipse might bring an exciting job offer or a chance to step into a more prosperous role. Others could face a wake-up call like an unexpected expense or a realization that a current stream of income isn't serving their long-term goals. Either way, the energy is pushing you to elevate how you earn, how you spend, and how you value yourself and your resources, Leo. Embrace any clarity that comes your way. It's nudging you towards making decisions that are going to help you grow your personal wealth and your sense of personal security. And this isn't about saying that you've been doing everything wrong. As a Leo, I know you are always doing your best and that you are optimistic as an individual. However, and you're also realistic, which is good. However, it is easy to get into the habit of allowing your words and your thought patterns to undermine your success without realizing it. So this eclipse is a reminder to you to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Don't waste time pointing out how or why something is not working or why it won't work. Instead, only focus on solutions. If there's a challenge, okay, how can you overcome that challenge? Money and self-esteem are closely tied to astrology's second house. If you've felt any self-doubt creeping in, use this eclipse to transform that energy into confidence and determination. And this might sound a little shallow, but as a Leo, you're gonna feel more confident when you feel more physically at your best. So if you know you're not physically at your best right now, and there's steps you can take to feel physically at your best, start doing that. Start doing those things because it's only gonna make you feel more confident. And when you're more confident, your mindset follows that confident feeling, your energetic makeup follows that confident feeling, and it's only going to help you to be more effective when it comes to manifesting the things that you desire. Creating a clear financial plan for yourself, whether it's setting up savings goals or exploring new income opportunities or renegotiating rates, this will be extra potent for you right now if you do those things. Trust that you have the talent. You definitely have the talent as a Leo. Trust that you have the perseverance, which I also know you have as a Leo. And trust that you have the creativity to manifest the comfort and stability that you desire. Yes, it may feel intense or even scary to confront certain truths about how you handle finances or how you measure your self-worth, but be brave and face these revelations. You'll not only strengthen your material foundation, you'll also expand your capacity to create the life that you envision for yourself, Leo, which sets you up perfectly to be on fire for Aries season, which is not only the start of the astrological year, but an excellent 4-week period for you. So the more you can be in the flow when that starts, the better the results. So embrace this energetic opening and happy eclipse, Leos. Okay, my powerful Virgos, this eclipse energy is going to be in your first house, which means the spotlight is on you, Virgo, your identity, your aspirations, and the way you present yourself to the world. Because this is happening during Pisces season, not only are you going to more than likely feel a strong shift in your emotions, but also you will have a strong connection to your intuition and your inner truth. So it is very likely that you'll experience a surge of clarity about who you really are at this point in your life and who you want to become moving forward. It might feel emotional and intense because the eclipse is in your sign and the strong energetic influence of the sun in Pisces and the polar opposite combination of those two very strong energies. What that can bring out are really deep feelings, but trust that this wave of insight will help you break through limiting beliefs. It will help you align more closely with your authentic self, which I know as a Virgo, you're very clear in terms of who you are, which I really admire about Virgos. But it's really about reminding yourself that as living beings, as spiritual beings on this planet, we're meant to consistently be expanding and growing. So the more you can uncover your potential, the more you'll realize different incarnations of yourself as you move forward. The root of who you are always remaining the same, of course, but expanding upon that with more things that you learn, more experiences that you have, and you want to make sure that your mindset and your understanding of your capabilities is at a point and an all-time high for you to capitalize on all the experiences that you have, as opposed to creating any blocks that you don't know that you might be creating. This will only assist you when it comes to your ability to manifest the things that you desire moving forward. Now take note of any conversations or encounters or aha moments that arise during the days leading up to, during, and even the 2 weeks following the eclipse. These experiences are puzzle pieces helping you form a more empowered perspective of your life. Now with this eclipse transiting your first house, don't be surprised if you feel drawn to change your personal style or refine your self-care rituals. You might receive sudden flashes of inspiration about how to improve the way you see yourself, to boost your self-confidence, or heal certain wounds that have held you back. Even if these shifts seem small, remember that they can trigger profound changes in how you move through the world. This is a time to really define what it is you want, Virgo. And remember, with full moons, especially eclipses, many endings may be necessary to make way for new beginnings. So that way you can define what is meant for you and what isn't. Now, if you are in a relationship that has not been working, now is the time to address that and get to a place where you are clear on, yes, this is going to have promise moving forward, or no, this relationship has run its course. This is also a time to determine if you are in the right profession, and if not, what are the steps that you want to take to be in the right profession. Now, if you're happy with your profession, this is the time to determine what you plan to do in terms of amplifying your success. The thing is, Virgo, we are shifting into the beginning of the astrological year, the beginning of the spiritual year, so you do not want to carry around any unresolved or stale energy. You do not want to repeat any unnecessary experiences from the past. So now is the time to really reassess and restructure your plans for 2025 with the new understandings that you've gained during the last year and this Pisces season. This way, as you step into Aries season, you have a strong momentum of confidence, of renewed energy, of renewed excitement for what's to come. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy eclipse, Virgo. Okay, my powerful Libras, this eclipse energy is going to be in your 12th house. So prepare for a profound period of introspection and release, Libra. I always call anything transiting through the 12th house a spiritual retreat, and this will be even more so for you because this eclipse will be taking place during Pisces season, a time of heightened intuition, a time of empathy and spiritual awareness. Now, don't be surprised if deep-seated patterns or memories rise to the surface, demanding your attention. The 12th house is often about endings, it's about healing and the subconscious. So this is your cosmic opening and invitation to recognize any self-sabotaging thoughts or behaviors that keep you stuck. You know the mental loops or emotional habits that drain your energy, Libra, and this eclipse provides a prime opportunity to let them go for good. As a Libra, you get this stereotypical reputation of being the sign of balance, but really understanding what that means is so important. You are the sign that comes directly in the middle of the 12 signs of the Zodiac. So you truly represent the idea of being able to see both sides of any perspective. And not even because you want to necessarily, it's more because you know spiritually that there are always two sides to every scenario. If there's an up, there is a down. If there's darkness, there must be light. And I'm sharing this with you because your power is going to be in recognizing when to apply this natural gift of restoring balance and when it can work against you. If your instinct tells you one thing, like, hey Libra, this isn't good for you, but your natural disposition is to also look at or entertain the other side by saying, well, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I should go ahead with this, or you let someone talk you into something that your instinct very clearly let you know wasn't good for you. Well, this is misuse of your gift of being open to the other side of any perspective. Think about how many times that you have said to yourself, I should have listened to my instinct. So Libra, this eclipse in Virgo is a time for you to make a commitment to yourself to, from this point on, follow your instinct. Now, because the full moon in Virgo illuminates practical steps and tangible clarity, you'll gain sharper insight into how any undermining internal patterns manifest in your external life, whether it be as emotional barriers or procrastination or just low-level anxiety. The beautiful part is that once you acknowledge these blocks, Pisces season's enlightening theme can help you truly shed them. Take advantage of this window by carving out some time for yourself, some quiet time for reflection, for meditation, or journaling. You might also feel drawn to engage in soulful conversations with a therapist or a spiritual mentor or simply a trusted friend. This will help you process whatever's bubbling up beneath the surface. As you confront and release this energy, you'll find a renewed sense of hope and possibility emerging, Libra. You may even stumble upon a deeper purpose or a renewed commitment to your personal aspirations, all because you've allowed yourself to clear away old mental and emotional clutter. Yes, some moments might feel intense or even overwhelming, but remember, the 12th house energy is all about closure and ultimately healing, paving the way for fresh starts, which is coming right around the corner as we are about to enter Aries season, the start of the astrological year. So embrace this energetic opening and happy eclipse, Libra. Okay, my powerful Scorpios, this eclipse energy is going to be in your 11th house, which means your social circles, your friendships, and your bigger dreams are under the spotlight during this time, Scorpio. Now, because this eclipse is taking place during Pisces season, a time of intuition, empathy, and spiritual awareness, don't be surprised if old tensions with a group or between friends resurface, pushing you to reevaluate who deserves a seat at your Scorpio table. You might feel a bit irritated or emotionally on edge as these situations or circumstances come up, but here's the silver lining. By facing these issues head on, you can clear up any misunderstandings, you can establish better boundaries, or you can decide once and for all which connections are worth nurturing. Also recognize that the 11th house overall is a very positive energy, and the 5th house of the Pisces sun is an overall very positive energy for you as well. So whatever shows up for you during this time, Scorpio, even if seemingly in the moment is a bit undesirable, you can rest assured that in the big picture, the circumstances are somehow in your soul's best interest and the universe's way of making sure that you are on the right track. Now, for some Scorpios, depending on how this adds up in your chart or how this affects your chart, the eclipse could spark a sudden clarity about who in your network is truly aligned with your vision and who isn't. It might also reignite your passion for a long-held dream, reminding you that with the right support system, you can accomplish more than you realize. This is also a time where you could finally see some results if you've been working on a specific goal or dream and you have maintained the right consciousness around that desire. The 5th house transit of the sun working with the 11th house transit of the eclipse is a combination that can create major momentum to move things forward. It's also important to know, Scorpio, that if you have been looking to manifest the love, this could very well mean a relationship coming your way due to the 11th house and the 5th house working together, and the likelihood of that person being either within your friend group or introduced to you through a friend. That likelihood is majorly increased. So keep your awareness heightened for that sort of situation if you've been looking for love. Now, this is an eclipse and emotions will be running high, so conflicts can arise. And if conflict does arise, approach it with an open mind. Willingness to hear others out. Even if your patience feels like it's running thin, approach the conflict with a solution-oriented perspective and the outcome should be positive. This eclipse is urging you to release whatever isn't contributing to your growth so that way you can make more room for inspiring collaborations and meaningful friendships. So trust that on the other side of these social shakeups, you'll emerge with a stronger sense of who is going to be on your team for this next chapter, and you'll also emerge with a clearer path towards your aspirations, which will put you in the perfect flow for the start of the astrological year when Aries season comes around. So embrace this energetic opening and happy eclipse, Scorpio. Okay, my powerful Sagittarians, this eclipse energy is going to be in your 10th house. So be prepared for some major insights into what is going on when it comes to your professional world, Sagittarius, and your public image. Now, because this eclipse is taking place during Pisces season, a time of heightened intuition, of heightened empathy, and spiritual awareness, trust that your gut feelings will guide you to make more inspired decisions about your career path and your overall life direction. Not to mention, Sagittarius and Pisces are the two most powerful manifestors in the Zodiac. So this is a time, Sagittarius, where you are very likely to see some momentum or even achieving the goals that you've been working towards when it comes to what it is that you do for a living. Now, I know that many people will tell you that you should never focus on manifesting during an eclipse, but we are manifesting every day, all day, with every thought that we have, every action we take, every word we speak. So I like to make sure that my viewers keep that at the forefront of their consciousness, and of course, utilize the energy of the eclipse for introspection and release, but it also is important to realize that your power of creation never stops. So the more you can intentionally use it, the more you can maintain your power of choice. and your personal power to manifest the things that you desire. Now, because this is an eclipse, don't be surprised if you feel a surge of frustration when something at work is not moving as quickly or efficiently as you'd like. Instead of letting impatience take over, tap into your natural problem-solving abilities and focus on the areas that you can influence in that moment. If there's truly nothing you can do in that moment, try redirecting your energy toward a different, more productive task. This will help you keep your spirits high and your momentum strong. In addition, this 10th house transit invites you to reflect on your broader ambitions by asking yourself, is your current path still aligned with your higher purpose? Pisces season encourages deep self-awareness, so let your inner voice guide any potential career shifts or public-facing projects. Now, you may even find yourself called to balance work demands with spiritual practices or creative pursuits that nurture your soul. Be open to that inner pull. If you are involved in social media in any way where you are a creator more than a consumer, be very conscious of the content that you put out during this time. You can expect extreme fluctuations in your following and engagement, meaning some of you will definitely experience an increase and some may experience a decrease. This will all be based on if you are on the right track or if it's time to shift a bit in terms of your creative direction. And recognize though that no matter which way this goes, it will be the universe's way to either help you optimize the fact that you're on the right track, or it will be the universe's way of helping you get on the right track if you happen to be a bit off course. By staying centered and using your heightened intuition, you will be able to reorganize your professional life in a way that best supports your future success. Know that if you experience any sort of unexpected ending with work, this is also the universe's way of assisting you when it comes to making sure that you are on the right track, Sagittarius. So overall, this eclipse will be an exciting time of momentum when it comes to how you earn a living and how you are seen by the public, getting you into a great flow for Aries season, the start of the astrological year, which is coming right around the corner, and you should know that that will also be an excellent time for you. So embrace this energetic opening and happy eclipse, Sagittarius. Okay, my powerful Capricorns, this eclipse energy is going to be in your 9th house, which means this will be sending a surge of inspiration and discovery directly to your life because it's happening during Pisces season, a time of heightened intuition, of heightened empathy, and spiritual awareness. Because of this, you may feel an inner nudge to really explore new perspectives and expand your horizons, or even embark on an exciting personal or educational journey. With so much chaos going on in the world right now, Capricorn, it is so important to do as much as we can, of course, to affect change where we can affect change. But it is also important to remember that the biggest concentration of your power is in your own life. And sometimes it's best to quiet the mental noise of the world around you so that way you can focus on what it is that you desire, what it is that you believe about life, and what it is that you believe about yourself. So that way you can be a light shining outward as opposed to being in a constant state of dealing with the energy that's coming from the outside in. Now, the 9th house eclipse transit is such a powerful combination with the 3rd house sun transit, bringing you opportunities, bringing you good fortune, which is always exciting, bringing you new ideas and new understandings. But in order to make sure you are able to experience all of these things, it will be important to be very conscious of where you are putting your focus and what you allow into your energetic world. Now, whether that means researching travel plans, enrolling in a new course, or finally diving into a passion project, trust that your intuitive senses will guide you toward the experiences that truly enrich your life, but also balance that energy with the understanding of what you're making sure to not let in. So that might mean less screen time, scrolling through things that you know are not enriching your life and are only distracting you, even if in the moment they're making you laugh, probably sometimes making you cry. But the bottom line is it's a distraction and it's an energetic output that's not really giving you anything back that has long-term positive effects. Now, don't be surprised if old beliefs or limiting ideas come up for review. This eclipse energy is here to help you see where it's time to let go of outdated mindsets. As a Capricorn, you naturally value structure and achievement, but right now your growth might require some stepping outside of your comfort zone and looking at the bigger picture. Allow your heightened empathy and your spiritual awareness to reshape how you view the world. And remember that letting new insights in does not mean abandoning who you are or your practicality. It just means marrying your grounded nature with fresh inspiration. Keep your awareness heightened for someone that may come into your life that's from a different background or culture than you, because they may end up playing a major role in your future. And also keep in mind that eclipses do bring major endings, but any ending that takes place will absolutely be making a path for a new beginning. So overall, Capricorns, this is an excellent energy for you. So whatever comes your way, it will be in your soul's best interest, and it will be right on time to get you in the flow for the beginning of the astrological year, which comes with Aries season, which is right around the corner. So embrace this energetic opening and happy eclipse, Capricorn. Okay, my powerful Aquarians, this eclipse energy is going to be in your 8th house. So prepare for a potent wave of change, Aquarius. A wave of release and renewal, especially under the heightened intuition and empathy of Pisces season. There may be changes to your financial situation, especially any finances that you share with someone else. There may be changes to the relationships where there are deep emotional bonds, and the kind of hidden truths that can spark profound inner change will be coming to the surface. So if there's anything that you have been wondering about, if there's anything that you have been hiding from someone else, or if there's anything someone else has been hiding from you, this is likely to be revealed, Aquarius. So don't be surprised if you find yourself facing intense emotions or realizations about trust, about intimacy, or about joint financial matters. Rather than shying away from these things, see these moments as your opening and call to action to dive beneath the surface and gain true clarity on any relationships or commitments that feel weighed down by secrets or old baggage. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, so you know it is not playtime. The truth will be revealed, Aquarius. This eclipse can also highlight the parts of your inner world that are ready for healing. Ask yourself, are there any resentments or fears or unresolved issues clinging to your spirit, draining your energy? If so, now is the perfect time to acknowledge them and let them go once and for all. Take the lessons with you, but release the anger, the sadness, and the pain. Pisces season has a gentle, intuitive vibe that is supporting you when it comes to approaching this deep work with compassion for yourself and anyone else involved. A wonderful way to harness this energy is through journaling or meditation, but even something as simple as consciously breathing and repeating a mantra of release can work wonders. Now, if something challenging comes up, a great mantra is, I release all that no longer serves me, trusting I am guided toward healing and wholeness. That can be a great mantra for you to reset things and to keep your consciousness on the right track. As you purge what no longer serves you, take a moment to reflect on the new intentions you want to set. Where do you envision yourself going from here? And which steps can you realistically take to get there? You don't have to map everything out at once either, Aquarius, but by writing down a goal or two and then writing down the first step for each of those goals, that will help you to stay grounded in your vision. On the other side of this eclipse, you are going to emerge lighter and more empowered, ready to step into Aries season at the start of the astrological year with renewed confidence. So embrace this energetic opening and happy eclipse, Aquarius. Okay, my powerful Pisces, this eclipse energy is going to be in your 7th house. So in the midst of your rebirth season, Pisces, which I hope is going amazingly for you, even while all of this craziness in the world is going on, in the midst of your season, the universe and this eclipse in Virgo is here to remind you that in order for this rebirth to be complete, you will be required to spend a little time dealing with the relationships and partnerships in your life. Now, due to the fact that this eclipse is taking place during your season, which is a time of heightened intuition, a time of empathy, a time of spiritual awareness, you are likely going to sense an extra layer of emotional depth surrounding matters of the heart. If your close connections have felt chaotic or uncertain, see this as an invitation to take stock of who and what truly supports your highest good. This is a time to notice any relationship patterns or communication habits that stir up tension or confusion and allow yourself to address them with openness rather than avoidance. Now, as you address these things, make sure you focus on solutions, not point proving, not blaming, or any other tactic that is not directly related to a solution where both parties can play a part in the reconnection. It's time to trim the fat and prioritize what matters most by offering honesty, understanding, and compassion. At the same time, give yourself permission to step away from relationships that drain your energy or hinder your growth. This can be an opportunity for healing as well as a chance to establish healthier boundaries moving forward when it comes to your relationships. Remember, Pisces, that your gift of empathy and intuition can guide you through difficult conversations or conflicts. Tune into that spiritual awareness to approach others with clarity and with grace. Now, if you catch yourself slipping into people pleasing or passive communication or playing the victim, because you do have your manipulation tactics too. If you find yourself slipping into any of that, gently pivot back to direct, heartfelt, solution-oriented dialogue. Ultimately, this eclipse encourages you to streamline your connections, ensuring that the people in your life reflect your soul's best interest. In the process, you will discover how freeing it is to be clear about your needs, to be honest about your feelings, and unafraid to walk away from energy that does not align with who you are becoming. Embrace these shifting dynamics, Pisces. Keep a compassionate yet firm stance and trust that any doors closing will make room for the relationships that truly nurture and inspire you. This will set you up to let go of any heaviness or unresolved issues, so that way you can close out your season feeling lighter, feeling truly renewed with a sense of confidence and optimism as we start the beginning of the astrological year with Aries season, which is right around the corner. So embrace this energetic opening. Happy birthday again, because you will be watching this during your season, and happy eclipse, Pisces. Okay, so there you have it. The top 3 things you need to know about this total lunar eclipse in Virgo, along with some insight into how your sign can make the most of this eclipse energy. I hope you all enjoyed the information. If you did, please don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.